Hi, Dave. How are
Hey, how
you?
are you doing?
I'm doing well. Is it just going to be you?
Yep, it's just me.
Awesome. Awesome. So, are you ready for this then?
Yeah, as ready as I'll ever be.
Good. So, basically, obviously, from this standpoint, the students will not be on video. So you won't be able to see them, and you won't be able to hear them. So their mic and their camera will be turned off, but they'll be able to put questions in this Q&A down here.
Hmm.
So that's where they'll be typing in their questions. It'll be a 45-minute session. So I'll begin the session and introduce Point Park University. And then from there, I'll be turning my video off. So you'll be on screen. Do you have a PowerPoint or anything to share?
Yeah,
Okay. So do you want to try to practice that now and make sure it works?
let me just see. Can you see that?
Yep, I sure can.
All right, perfect.
So
I'll
you,
just
so you should be good. Yep.
pause my share and keep it going when
Yeah, and
it's done.
I think I have to pull one up myself too. So so let me grab what I have to pull up.
All right. Yep. Do I have to stop mine for you to do yours, or it does?
You'll
I don't know how that
probably have to
works.
stop, I would
Okay,
guess. Um,
there we go.
Mine is taking forever to load, and I hate that when that happens. So great.
We still got some time. The last time I did this, the facilitator didn't show up till like a minute before.
Oh,
So
really?
yeah, so everything was like condensed. So it's kind of nice now just being in, because I was like at 10:50, not, it was like 2 minutes till and I still wasn't in, so I was like freaking out.
It's David. Hey, Tim. Okay. Sounds good. We'll be able to work something like that. Okay, then what was the total report for 4:15?
So I need to turn off their raise hand. So that's
All right, great. Thanks, Tim.
gonna see where I have to do that at.
That I have no idea how to control that. Zoom
Yeah, and I'm
has way too much that you like have to control.
not quite sure on that one. So I guess I better share my screen. Can you see mine, Dave?
Correct. Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Oh, now I just went somewhere else. Where did it go? Oh, I need to hurry up and get this figured out because so how many do you have registered? Did you check?
I didn't check. Last time I had maybe one or none show up. So I'm probably gonna assume the same, just because of the time of day.
Right.
They're probably all in school. But when we planned this, we didn't know,
Yeah,
who
what was going to happen?
yeah, if they were gonna be in school or not in school.
So I also need to figure out um, So start the webinar broadcast blue button at the top of the hour. Oh, I hate this when I can't figure stuff out.
I understand.
So it looks like we're ready to go here. Dave, are you ready?
Yep, whenever you are.
Okay. Let me get us back in here. So I'm trying to figure out where the blue button is at. Do you know where the blue button is at?
No, I don't know. I just know the last one that I did, as soon as it hit 11 o'clock, like when I went back and watched the recording of it, it recorded everything from 11 o'clock on.
Okay,
So
awesome.
I don't know if it just automatically records. So it looks like it's recording. So
Okay. Well, welcome everyone. My name is Deb Miller and I'm serving as the facilitator for OACAC and Point Park University. I would like to let you know that this session ends promptly after 45 minutes. The session is being recorded, but during the time your video and your camera are turned off, you'll need to use the chat button at the bottom to ask any questions of our presenter from Point Park University. But as I had mentioned, your video and your screen will be off, video and microphone. You also have the opportunity to register for additional presentations, and that is at oacac.org. There are sessions continuing throughout today and throughout these next few weeks. But if you do have any questions, please make sure that you're going to type into the Q&A box to ask your questions, and Dave will begin. Thank you so much. And in 45 minutes, Dave will present, and then I'll come back on. Thank you.
all right, thank you. I'm gonna now pull up my screen to share a presentation with you guys. So first of all, I do want to welcome you virtually to Point Park University. You can kind of see a little bit of our campus as my background here. So again, I want to welcome you to Point Park University and thank you for taking the time for visiting with us today. Some quick facts about the university. We are located right in downtown Pittsburgh. We have our own kind of little section of the city. We're not right in the heart of the city, but we are a little bit off to the side. We have about 3,200 undergraduate students, 900 master's and doctoral students out on our campus. They are encompassed with 5 different schools. We have the School of Arts and Sciences, the Round School of Business, the School of Communication, the School of Education, and the Conservatory of Performing Arts. Within those 5 schools, we offer 79 bachelor degrees and 20 graduate degrees. Our representation of our student body is represented by 49 out of the 50 states, as well as 33 different countries. So by the time you graduate, you should be leaving and entering an alumni network about 30,000 strong, not just nationwide, but with alumni from around the globe. Now we're going to go into a couple that show you the majors that we offer in each of our different schools. The first school to talk about is the School of Arts and Sciences. You can see here in the Department of Criminal Justice and Engineering, Criminal Justice, most of the professors in the criminal justice and forensic science and intelligent national security, along with being professional educators with PhDs, are also people from the field, experts from the field, so you'll have firsthand knowledge from them. We do have a blood splat lab available for our students to, again, have another hands-on learning experience. They do mention that it's not like the show CSI. It is a little bit different than that, but it is a nice little hands-on learning lab available for students. We do offer 3 engineering programs, as you can see here. All of our engineering programs are accredited, so they are very strong programs if you have interest in any of those. For the Department of the Humanities and Social Sciences, you can see the majors we offer there. A very interesting one, the one right below, is the Literary Arts and Social Justice. With the given landscape of the country today, the social justice major should be very interesting given the times that we live in. So if that's something you are interested in or want to learn more about, we do have a major available for you there. Another one in the natural sciences to point out is funeral services. That is a 3-1 program with PIMS, which is the Pittsburgh Institute of Mortuary Science. So you do 3 years at Point Park University and then 1 year at PIMS. So with that in mind, that is kind of nice. That is right located in the city, that it's very easy to transfer over into PIMS for that program. Psychology, we do have 2 different schools in this psychology, or 2 different majors, the behavioral sciences and the psychology program in and of itself. If you have any kind of pre-medical interest and you're not sure which way you want to go, we do have a pre-medical and health-related professionals program that can be combined with any major listed today. So when you apply, you would just check pre-med interest, have to take a couple additional classes, and you will be part of that pre-medical health-related professionals program. The Rollins School of Business, you can see here the different majors that we offer. The most intriguing one to list on here would be the Sports, Art, and Entertainment Management. That is probably the most diverse one, just because it can delve into 3 different realms: sports management, the arts management, or entertainment management. It crosses over very well into different majors. So if there is a couple of classes of SAEM that you would be interested in, that would be a good major to take a couple elective classes for. As you can see, the other business majors we do have, we have applied computer science, which is part of our information technology. It used to be called that, but that's what IT is now, is our applied computer science major. Business management for overarching management skills. The School of Communication, you can see what we have listed here as our majors. We have broadcast and production media management. If you are interested in being a broadcaster, then you would be interested in the journalism program. You can see it as an umbrella overarching major with different realms of the major, different areas you can go into. Photography, for example, a little bit about the photography is you'll see at the end of the presentation, I'll have a picture of my headshot along with my contact information. That headshot was actually done by a student, and edited by them. So that's firsthand experience for these students, and they haven't even graduated yet. On the previous slide, you saw the student in front of the green screen. That is at our Center for Media Innovation. As a TV studio, a podcast studio, we do have our own record label. So a lot of opportunities to get firsthand experience in front of the camera, in front of the microphone, or anything like that with our communications program. The School of Education, if you are interested in being an educator at any level, we do have majors for you. We have instructional studies. We have pre-kindergarten to 4th grade, 4th to 8th grade, and secondary education with a certification in a specific subject. Additionally, we do have special education dual certification that can be combined with any major except for that instructional studies. Now, the key point about that is a lot of schools are now going that if you do special education certification, it'll add almost another semester or a year onto your program. Here at Point Park, we will still guarantee that if you do special education with any of those majors, obviously minus instructional studies, you will graduate in 4 years. Additionally, coming to Point Park for education, you do have first dibs on choosing your school for mentoring or for your student teaching. We have preferential treatment being a city university, so that is kind of nice when choosing those options that you do get that first choice. The Conservatory of Performing Arts, I would say this is what we are more known across the country for, not to take away from any more of our other programs, but we do get a lot more applicants nationwide for our conservatory. So these are the programs that we have listed here. All of our programs are top 10 in the country, so very strong programs, very competitive programs. As we get later in the presentation, I will go over the artistic and the general application process so we can kind of clear that up, so we can make sure that we set you up for success to attend in one of our conservatory majors. All of our conservatory productions pretty much take place at the Point Park University Pittsburgh Playhouse. This is a $60 million facility. It has several different theaters. The two biggest one is the Highmark Theater, which is your standard regular theater, kind of like one you would see on Broadway, or if you're from the Pittsburgh area, Heinz Hall, the Benham Center, anything like that. Or the PNC Theater, which is more of a black box theater. It is kind of cool. The plaza you see to the far left of the picture actually can be incorporated in that black box theater. So if you wanted to have the audience outside or have your production go on outside and the audience inside, you do have that flexibility. It is on the Playhouse is on campus. It's attached to our university center. Previously, it was off campus about 10-15 minutes away, but we have brought it onto campus now. So that is a huge addition to our campus. Internships, that's a question we get all the time when we're traveling or when we're interacting with students. We do have internships, a number of different possibilities available for students to complete their internships. So that is kind of nice. This list here is not the end all be all. This is just the list that we are highlighting several different locations. Obviously, you can see that different places are assigned to different majors. For example, Allegheny County, medical examiner's office would be for someone probably doing the funeral services one. Obviously, the sports teams would be for those interested in sports entertainment management. And you can see KDK TV, obviously, for the broadcasting. So you can see it has a different range of options for students. If you want to do a little bit more, if you want to do the co-op education program, which I pretty much call an internship on steroids. It's very new to Point Park. It's also probably the only school in the area that offers something like this, as you'll see on the next slide. The internships and the co-op education program both are on a voluntary basis. So if you don't want to do either, you don't have to. If you want to do one or the other, you are more than welcome to. If you want to do both, you can do both. So a lot of students for the co-op education program, if you are interested in doing it, you have to be at least a junior. A lot of students do this in the summer between their junior and senior year. You do get paid full-time temporary employment with the university corporate sponsor. So how you become a corporate university sponsor is by basically they agree to pay you at least $15 an hour, and then we will dub them a university corporate sponsor. So with that in mind, they're putting up the capital. So if they're putting up the capital, it means they're going to put you to work and they're going to give you that real world experience in your field. And with that real world experience, you will get meaningful business connections that may lead to a permanent employment after graduation, whether that's with the company, nonprofit, corporation, what have you, which you worked with. They might hire you straight on after graduation, or it'll put you ahead of your fellow job applicants because you had gained that valuable experience. And for doing this, you do get 6 college credits for doing a co-op. That is a big reason why they do it in the summer. 6 college credits does take up a lot of space in your semesterly credit count. So if you're interested in living on our campus, with most of you being from Ohio, I would think that none of you, unless you live really close to the border, would be interested in commuting. So you'd probably be interested in living on our downtown campus. We do guarantee housing all 4 years. You do not have to live on campus all 4 years. If you find external housing close by, you are able to live off campus. But for those of you that want to live on campus, we do have 1,000 students living on our campus. For our freshmen, we do have 2 first-year dormitories. We have Lawrence Hall and Thayer Hall. Each have their own different perks. Lawrence Hall has no air conditioning but has private restrooms, while Thayer Hall has central air and communal restrooms. All the buildings have multiple points of secure access. For example, Lawrence Hall, to get into Lawrence Hall, you'll have to swipe with your ID card to get in the building, swipe to get through turnstiles, take the elevator up to your floor, and then swipe to get into your floor. So that's at least 3 or 4 layers of security just to get into your building. Thayer Hall has the very same almost concept, just minus the turnstiles. You'll still have to swipe to get into your floor, and you'll have to swipe to also get into your building as well. Some amenities we offer: we do a free cable television, as well as free laundry facilities. There's 1 laundry room in each building, and free Wi-Fi. So if you don't want to hook up the cable and you have a Roku streaming stick or an Amazon Fire Stick, you're able to plug up into the Wi-Fi and stream from there. And a perk of living downtown is you have access to jobs, internships, sporting events, restaurants, what have you. You are living in the city, so everything is very close to you, especially if you have any of those internships. You can have them almost in walking distance if you're working in the city. So it is kind of a nice feature for you. So kind of transitioning from the classroom, the dorm rooms now to what do you do kind of in your spare time? So how involved do you want to be at Point Park outside the classroom? We do have 50 student active student clubs. It is fairly easy to start a club at Point Park University. All you have to do is get a group of friends that are interested in the same club as you, get a faculty or staff advisor, and basically create bylaws, send it to the Student Government Association, and they will be able to create that club or organization for you. If you want to know what's going on at any given time, there is the interactive online student life calendar, so you can see what events are going on, as well as they send out email blasts to keep you in the loop. On the weekends and other times, there are activity shuttles, and they take you to several different locations. The two main ones on Saturdays, they'll take you down to a location called the Waterfront, has a lot of different restaurants, shops, movie theater, nice little outdoor location to kind of get away from the city for a little bit. Additionally, there's another one that will take you to a grocery store on Sundays. So that is kind of nice. If you want to get groceries, you can stock up at that point. And that is completely free to use. You just need your ID card to get on the shuttle. There's the Student Center for Fun and Serious Workouts. So a lot of things to do outside the classroom and outside your dorm room. So when you're done with classes, you can meet up with friends. There are pool tables, ping pong tables, dartboards, as well as gyms with free weights and cardio equipment. So it is kind of nice if you want to just go hang out there for a couple hours. And finally, with being in the city, a lot of the businesses around do give student discounts. So all you got to do is show your ID card, and we'll be happy to honor those. Some additional resources we have the Center for Student Success. This is an advising tool used for students. Basically, the first semester, they will actually schedule your classes for you. After that, they will then advise you to make sure that you're on track to graduate on time. They are assigned by major, so you're not going to be a sports, art, and entertainment management major and be assigned to someone who's only familiar with the history program. Second, we do have commuter resources available. So if you do want to commute, or if you're living off campus and are considered a commuter, we do have resources available for you to make your education at Point Park very accessible. We do have the Point Park University Police Department. You can see them pictured here. They are essential. They are always around campus monitoring 24/7, even during breaks, even when campus is locked down. They were still out patrolling the campus, making sure everything was safe. Additionally, if you look behind the girl on the cell phone in the back corner, there is a light blue light. That is actually an emergency call box that is in all of our plazas. So if there is an emergency that you really need to, you don't have your cell phone or something's going on, you pick that up and it'll dial to the officer on duty, and they will come to that area of rescue and be able to assist you whenever, whatever needs you might have. We have the Professional Career Readiness Center. This is basically where you set up your internships or the co-op program. So that is a great opportunity and resource to use towards the end of your time, but also they can help set up internships to make sure that you are set up for success after you graduate. We do have a student health center. We do have a nurse on campus to take care of any bumps, bruises, or any illnesses you might have. We do have an additional nurse on campus through UPMC to help with our COVID response. So that is kind of nice. Hopefully we won't have to worry about that moving forward, but that is just a nice additional resource to point out to you. And finally, we do have the University Counseling Center. If you're going through a tough time or you just need someone to talk to, we have those resources available for you as well. Everything that I've listed here is pretty much free for you, built into your student fees, so you don't have to feel like you have to pay extra to access any of these resources. Student athletes, we do have athletics on our campus. We are NAIA Division II, so we are completely different from the NCAA. Because we are Division II, we do have partial scholarships offered to our athletes at the coach's discretion. So on top of merit awards that I'll go over on the next few slides, you may receive an athletic grant to play at Point Park University. You can see the different sports that we have offered. The newest is our esports program. This is brand new to Point Park. We just got it this fall. We do have our own arena on campus, so it is kind of cool for students to gather and watch our students compete in that sport. Study abroad. This is another question that I'll get anytime I'm meeting with students, either at a high school visit or at a fair. We do have 3 options for study abroad at Point Park. We have sponsored locations in London and Salford, England, Rome, Italy, and Madrid, Spain. If you don't want to go to any of those 4 locations, we do have independent study abroad programs, so we can help set something up for you if you want to go anywhere else. Or you can do what they did in this picture and do international trips with faculty. Faculty go to different locations at different times. Normally these will be a little bit shorter because the professors will have to go back into the classroom. So these are taking place more during spring break, fall break, the winter break, anything like that. But that is a nice opportunity for a group to travel abroad as a group. Now we kind of get into the financial aid as I was talking about. So what percentage of incoming freshmen receive financial aid, including scholarships? That number is 99%. Currently, any of our students that are non-conservatory majors will receive an academic merit scholarship anywhere from $14,000 to $20,000 a year. If you're interested in transferring into the university, the number is $10,000 to $16,000 a year. So a little bit of a different matrix, but if you are interested in transferring, you do get merit award as well for non-conservatory majors. If you are interested in the conservatory, we do have a different matrix for you. These are based on your audition, your portfolio, your interview throughout the artistic admittance process, which I'll go over in the next slides. For that, for first year and for transfers, you can get awards of anywhere from $3,000 to $25,000 a year in artistic achievement awards. Additionally, if you're very academically strong, the conservatory may also award you with a $5,000 Dean's Academic Award. All of these awards that I have listed will be renewed each year. So you don't have to worry about getting a new scholarship each year. So if you get the $25,000 or the $20,000, those will auto renew every year. So kind of going into the application process. So if you are interested in applying to Point Park University, all you have to do is complete our online application. You can apply through our website, or starting this year, we are now members of the Common App. So if you want to apply through the Common App, you're more than welcome to. We do have 2 application types. We have the traditional, to be a traditional, we just need your official high school transcripts and your official test scores. Or we have test optional, which right now all we need is your official high school transcripts. That is because, given the current circumstances, a lot of students have not been able to take test scores. So we want to make sure that you are still evaluated and still able to apply to the university and move forward with the admissions process. For transfer students, you would need to complete your application through the Point Park website only. You just need to complete your online application, and we will need any official transcripts from any of your previous institutions. And then we'll move forward with that admissions process. For applying to the conservatory, so if you're interested in any of the conservatory majors, you can see here the process to get into the conservatory. For acting, musical theater, and the theater arts, you'll have to complete a pre-screening first before you're invited to do an audition. Any of our auditions this year specifically are all online and will be virtual. So that is just that's a new thing for this year. They are normally live auditions, but for this year, given the circumstances, they are all video auditions. And for the other majors, you can see that you need to submit an interview or a portfolio. To attend Point Park University in any of the conservatory majors, you will need to be both academically, which is that first application, and artistically admitted to the university. So once you are both, you are able to attend the university. At this point, I will open it up for questions if anybody has any. If not, I will just go through the next couple things here. So it doesn't look like we have any questions, so I'm going to go through. There's my contact information, along with my great headshot that I said was taken by a Point Park student in the photography. That is my contact information. If you do have any follow-up questions, or you're viewing this after the fact, other than the live viewing, there's my contact information. I represent the entire state of Ohio. So this is a good opportunity to reach out to me. Email me, call me. If your family has questions, they can call me or email me as well. If you are interested in visiting campus, I have included that link below. Just copy and paste it into your browser. And you can set up a live or a virtual appointment with a counselor, or if you need to meet with the conservatory, you can meet with them as well as a counselor. So that is a couple of options for you. So that, again, is my contact information. Please apply today if you are interested. There is no fee to apply. There is no deadline to apply academically. There are certain deadlines for the conservatory, but on the academic end, so the application through the website or Point Park, or excuse me, through our Point Park website or the Common App, we do have rolling admissions, so there are no hard deadlines there. And being a private institution, there is no tuition difference for in-state or out-of-state. So those you guys from Ohio are not going to pay any different than any student from Pennsylvania. It's the same tuition fees for them as it is for you. So with that in mind, if anybody has any final questions, I do want to thank you for taking the time for visiting with us today. If you do have any questions, please go back and look at my contact information, reach out to me. I'd be happy to talk to you about any questions or concerns you might have. With that, I hope you have a great day, and thanks for visiting.
Thank you, Dave. So this is Point Park University. If you do have any questions, as David mentioned, please put in the Q&A at the bottom of your screen. I will share my screen now with you as a facilitator. So that way you can see kind of basically there will be other features coming and other webinars from a standpoint of OACAC with meetings at oacac.org. So again, oacac.org allows you to register for other meetings that are available to you. Also, at the end of this, you will receive, once I close the meeting out, you will receive about a 4-question survey. We ask that you complete this 4-question survey with any feedback that you have on the webinar. And that way we can improve and have the opportunity to improve for next year. So if you do have anything there that you would like to add to us, that would be very, very helpful. But again, thank you for joining us. I mentioned the quick survey. Please sign up for additional sessions at oacac.org. And the recording will be available to this session within about a week. So again, recording within about a week from that standpoint. But if you do have any questions, please feel free to reach out and let StriveScan or let oacac.org know. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day. And thank you, Dave, at Point Park University.
Thank you, and have a great day, everybody.